A lot of people are willing to say on record they feel like you lost that fight, even with the 12-round knockdown.
You know why? Because I beat Fury. The first 4 rounds is me easy. The 5th round is a toss-up. You know, people, the only way people move that narrative like that because of the commentary. The commentaries of Showtime, Paulie, all of them, especially Paulie. And the Fairhood scorecard had me 10 to 2. Come on, bro. I won the first 4 rounds easily.
You know, the result wasn't a robbery. But don't go saying, like, people out of their minds to think you lost the first fight when you got outclassed in the first fight. So, because that was my issue with the whole thing. You try to get me fired from Showtime and all this other stuff, you know? So, yeah, really? You were trying to have me and Farhood removed and all this other stuff. So,
it's a big opportunity, and I'm hurting on this side. You know, my heart is bleeding right now. I hurt my family, my friends.
Jarrell Baby Miller accused Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder as being frauds. This is a guy that failed 3 drug tests. 2 of those drug tests was leading up to the fight that was supposed to happen between him and Anthony Joshua in 2019. But the first one was in 2014 when he was kickboxing. So I have a strong question, can he beat anybody without taking PEDs? And not only that, he tried to throw Anthony Joshua under the bus, telling everybody that he was taking PEDs, which really it was him. So if anybody's a fraud in boxing, it's Baby Miller. Some would have a strong argument that Baby Miller should not be in combat sports anymore, testing positive 3 times for PEDs. My speculation is Baby Miller's been dirty his whole career. You tested positive 3 times, I don't trust anything you say. Mr. Miller, you are the biggest fraud in boxing. In other boxing news, Paul Malignaggi, one of my favorite commentators in boxing, unbiased, calls it straight down the middle. I don't agree with everything he says, but he calls it right down the middle. Says Deontay Wilder tried to get him fired from Showtime. And this comes down to Paul Malignaggi had him losing against Fury the first time. Paul Malignaggi had Fury winning 10 rounds, Deontay Wilder winning 2, plus he had 2 knockdowns those 2 rounds he won. I kind of agree with that assessment. I had a 10-2, 9-3. But Wilder thinks Paulie influences everybody else to think the same thing. No, Deontay Wilder, we got eyes. And you know you can't box. You depend on that right hand, you lose rounds all the time. In that Fury fight, you lost a lot of rounds. You lost more than you won. I thought Fury won the first fight too. And actually, listen to you describe the fight, I thought your assessment was off. You had yourself winning the first 4 rounds. I can't remember any fight that you won the first 4 rounds in. It's clear to me, if you're doing commentary on one of Wilder's fights, you better favor him. If you don't, you get banned. And that's what happened to Paulie Malignaggi in Wilder versus Fury 2. Malignaggi said he's been banned from Wilder fights or broadcasting Wilder fights, and Deontay Wilder tried to get him fired from Showtime just because Malignaggi had Fury winning the fight. And a lot of observers had Fury winning the fight. It was no commentary influencing anybody. It was our eyes that saw you losing the fight, Deontay. What we have here is a sensitive king. Salute the Paulie Malignaggi for keeping it real, even when your job was on the line. And by the way, just because he scored a fight for Fury doesn't make him racist. I heard that narrative is starting to go around from a certain group. You know who they are. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.